Following is a Buffalo City Life podcast. If you're interested in showcasing your podcast on our network, write to info@buffalocitylife.com. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and head over to buffalocitylife.com to check out other podcasts. Thank you for listening, and now on to the show.
Everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Second Review. I am your ever-loving host, Kaiba, alongside with the J Zippo.
You ever-loving host, you.
I am the ever-loving host. Why? Nobody hates me, right?
I don't know.
Not yet, no.
Not yet, no. I haven't pissed anybody off yet, and that's okay. But no, I am here with the ever with his pants on, J Zippo.
What's up?
And Silky Smooth.
Hello.
I can't come up with some joke for him because
Silky thong?
Silky thong, silky slug?
It just, when I say that, I get a visual, and then I get a little phlegm, and vomit comes up.
Are you imagining him in a Baywatch scene?
Yeah.
Running in a thong?
I'm ever-loving.
With a blonde wig on.
All right, but on this exciting episode after the holiday break, I'm going to be talking a little bit about some issues with Just Cause 3 that just came out on December 1st. Also, I got a little bit about probably not so new Destiny news. But to me, it seems to boil my blood, and I need to let everybody know. And I think, J Zippo, are we back to some good trivia?
Well, I don't know if it's good trivia, but we're back to trivia.
All right. And then, however we close this show, Silky Smooth will be bringing us some news from probably Black Friday.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Such a racist day.
Why? No, you know why they call it Black Friday?
Because they're racist.
They're not racist yet. All right, go ahead.
They're just to call it Colored Friday.
No, man. Do you really know why they call it Black Friday?
Because that's when the businesses go into black.
But do you know the other reason?
Because they're racist.
No.
But yeah, you're right about the first part.
Uh-huh.
But actually, the second part of Black Friday is actually for retail employees. They call it Black Friday because to them it's a day of soul death.
Right. Okay. I totally get that, man. I've been in retail before.
I used to work in retail, and that's what everybody calls it.
It sucked balls.
It did. But anyways, I just want to get into this episode, and I want to talk a little bit about Just Cause 3 because I talked a little bit about it the week before. And I hollered about it and how everybody should buy it because it's got crazy-ass explosions with guys riding propane tanks. But unfortunately, there are issues.
Always is.
There's always issues on launch. And you know what the really sad part about this is? And it's nothing new. They knew about this, but they only knew about it a week before the game was going to launch, that they found these issues. And basically, the issues entail anything from frame rate, dropping a frame rate. I know the game can run at 60 frames per second, I believe, on PC and on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. On what? Oh, PC. Yeah, that's right. Okay, go on.
I swear. I wish I had a Nerf gun. No, but there's sometimes, and especially when, and if anybody's played Just Cause 1 or 2, there's a shit ton of explosions. I mean, this game is, if you're not blowing something up, you're an idiot. That's right. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it loud and proud.
The I word?
The I word.
Wait, no one hates you then? How is that possible? You calling people idiots and no one hates you?
Not the worst thing I've ever called somebody.
True.
And then there's also, with this, the frame rates can actually drop down to about 17 during explosions, which is really rough. I mean, going back to, the original, PlayStation and Nintendo 64, it's 17 frames per second. That's normal. But nowadays, it's I need my 60, which actually Call of Duty Black Ops 3 runs at on multiplayer.
Now, just so everyone knows, the eye has a hard time seeing past 37 frames per second. Not that it doesn't make a difference, but in reality, between 30 and 37 is probably, you're good. You're good. 60 is just gravy on top.
Well, I think the whole point being at 60 is to give it that buffer zone of the eye, and also it cuts down on lagging, frame rate slashing, pretty much anything that would have to do visually that would distort your vision from what you're doing, whether it be shooting somebody, running, driving a vehicle, or riding a propane tank. But yes, Avalanche Studio did actually make an announcement just the other day. I believe it was actually last night, which they're out in the West Coast, so it was a little bit about their evening time, that they're very well aware of the issues, and they're monitoring all data coming in from everybody's systems and PCs coming into their servers, and basically they're just detecting wherever the frame rate drop is, wherever the lagging issues are, even long load times. But here's the thing, though. They also went on to say that they are going to be releasing a patch as soon as possible when they can recreate the issues and figure out why. So, I mean, I don't want to give everybody hope that, if you are getting Just Cause 3 for Christmas, it was something on your list, or you bought it on Black Friday, or not Black Friday, sorry about that. But if you just bought it on launch and you're having all these issues, do give them time to do this. Because Avalanche 2 is actually, they're not a very big company. They're kind of like what THQ was. They're kind of middle tier kind of guys. But this is one of their proud IPs that they have. So, they're going to take care of everybody. They're going to get this resolved as soon as possible. And, they're going to make it sure that, this game is running up to their expectations.
Do you know who distributed it? I know they developed it, but were they also the distributor?
I do not believe so.
Because they're going to be the people riding them because money. Yeah, that's going to be their big...
I don't know. The only thing I ever know is that they publish it. So...
I mean, they could be one and all.
Yeah, I think they might be.
Yeah.
In honesty, I think they might be, because I've never really seen anybody attached to it when I played the other versions. But, to make this, perfectly clear as to why some people might be actually having long load times, is that according to the higher beings of gaming, reviewing, and whatnot, so if you want to throw in GameSpot, IGN, Game Trailers, whoever, they're believing that this open world game has the largest map of any console-based game that is not an MMO.
But you would figure they would section them off, or kind of, because that's how it was with Morrowind. If you played Morrowind and you would run too fast in there, you would hit a spot and say loading, and then you'd go.
Well, but then I think they went on the whole thing of how Elder Scrolls does, Skyrim does it, where they load the whole world, and then basically as you get closer and closer and closer, it starts to continually render everything.
It rises the render rate with all the... Okay, that makes sense.
So I think it's got a long draw distance, and it just kind of like makes everything look really crappy in the way background.
Right.
And then as you get closer, it gets a little bit nicer. Also, just to let everybody else know that this sucker has a 42 gig download on your system.
That's huge.
So for us PS4s and Xbox Oneers out there, if you are getting this game this weekend, or if you're going to be hopefully getting it for Christmas, for the love of God, have the room for it. Because, trust me, it's going to suck. If you have favorite games on your system that you don't want to delete, and all of a sudden you got to delete them.
Or you can ask for like a 1 terabyte drive for your Xbox One or PS4.
I'm thinking about getting one of those. I'm going to have to find one.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, if you have them on your library, you can just save them.
Yeah, I was thinking that also if you like download, like I do, like a lot of PS Plus games, just delete them when you're done playing, and or if you get bored of them.
Hey, they save on your library.
Yeah, you can just re-download them later. So, but I think, I want some trivia, man.
Okay.
Trivia with your pants on.
I don't know why Michael Jackson involved that. I'm just glad my pants are on. All right, so I was kicking this around with our crew.
Kicking it
with our crew, yo.
Was it old school?
Kicking it?
Yeah, yes, old school, because I'm old.
Love it.
I was thinking that maybe we should have a small, fun, little gaming awards at the end of the year.
You gonna spit it out, or?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out how to word it because
God, you sounding like a first date there.
Because if you look at the gaming awards this year, there's like 16 categories, and half of them are
16?
bullshit. Yeah, there's 16 categories, and half of them are bullshit.
More than that.
They have a category for most anticipated game. Really? How the fuck can that be a category?
I want to know, how the fuck do you actually calculate that?
I don't know. That's what I mean. It's like,
Do you go by YouTube views? Do you go by... Because, I mean, I could just keep refreshing the YouTube video and the counter just keeps going.
What the fucking fuck?
God damn.
The rumor has it the games that are in the most anticipated game section is the publishing companies that are paying for the award ceremony. So there you go. I think it's just kind of a little, hey, thank you very much, pat on the ass. Thank you for giving us money to do this.
So it's the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to do the trivia first, and then we'll have a couple questions afterwards.
Okay.
So the trivia is, since we are talking about Game Awards, Video Game Awards, let's see how many video games, this year's video games, that you can name for each category. I only have 5, so wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have 4. I can't count.
Am I naming a nominee?
Yeah, nominees.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one we're going to do is Best RPG, Best Role-Playing Game. There are 5 in there. What games in 2015 were the best RPG games?
Well, definitely Witcher 3.
Yep, Witcher 3 is in there.
I'm going to have to say it, I'm sorry.
Fallout 4.
Nope.
Yep.
Really?
Fallout 4 is in there, yep.
Because last week there was an article out there saying that Fallout 4 might not be a game of the year for that category.
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit.
Son of a bitch.
So we got Fallout 4, Witcher 3.
Bloodborne?
You are correct. Bloodborne. Are you? You ass! Get out of there! I'm like, man, he's nailing it.
I can't help it.
Son of a bitch.
I was
son of a
looking
bitch.
for the news and it was already up there. I won't answer anymore.
Oh.
The other 2 are pretty. I would say they're. I've
never heard of them. So
the one I heard of, and the other one I'm like, okay.
I've never heard of them. But that is, I was hoping I wouldn't give it away yet.
Did you notice that he was actually turning the monitor quite a lot?
Well, like, he always does that though.
Yeah.
No, most of the time when he has a stupid picture he wants everybody to see, he keeps the monitor like right here.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And,
so.
and he took. I can't. People aren't visually watching this, so people out there basically think of a monitor getting turned about, I don't know, say 20 degrees to the left.
Right, and
then we didn't.
I could just see it, but it just looked like text, and I thought I was reading up on news.
I was.
You some of a bitch.
It just happened to be the one I was looking at, as you said.
All right, what is the unknown?
Pillars of Eternity.
What the fuck is that?
I've seen that, and I've watched some gameplay. It looks pretty good. And then the other one is Undertale. It's almost like a cartoon type of RPG. I haven't heard of it.
I've never heard of either of those 2.
All right, so the next category that we're going to guess is action. Did you look at that?
No, I didn't look at
it.
it.
All right, so action genre.
I would have to say probably Arkham Knight's got to be on there.
It's on there. Not for PC, though.
Oh. Well, it's going to get a raspberry for that.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid?
It's on there.
Okay.
Would they consider Destiny action? No, these are all games. Don't worry.
No, I would consider Destiny to be
Destiny
FPS
is not on there.
or FPS RPG or something like that. I don't know what the...
Okay.
Destiny is not on them.
Good.
So we have Arkham Knight and Metal Gear Solid. There's 2 more that are pretty damn well known, and
Call of
another one
Duty?
that is like, ooh, out there. Call of Duty. I had a Call of Duty this morning. It was real
Call of
nasty.
Duty.
No, it's not on there.
Damn.
Action games that came out this year. What about what
Would
was
they
the
consider
one?
Assassin's Creed action?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you looking again?
I'm not. I swear to God.
I don't know, man. I'm getting paranoid
I'm
because
gonna look at
that's
it.
on the list.
Okay. All right. What about that?
So every time you
Okay.
get something right, I'm going to think that you're on.
Okay.
The...
What about the what was the one Lord of the Rings game? The Shadow of Mordor.
That was last year.
That was last
That
year.
was last year. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Way to stay with the times, there, buddy.
Okay. I'm trying to think of games that I know. Okay.
Okay, there's one that's like I've actually heard of it, but I don't really know much about it. And then there's one that's on there, and I think it's just it's kind of like the token. All right, sorry about your launch, sucking ass, but here, why don't we put you in the awards, at least the nominee? Think about a launch that just happened maybe about a month ago, and it sucked. They are still reeling from it, and they're still waiting for it to launch on PS4.
Oh my God. Why should I know this?
I don't know.
Boobies.
Tomb Raider?
Yeah. See, I said
Why-
boobies. He knew right away what it was. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, because the only person you ever game character that you fantasize boobies about is Lara Croft.
Uh-huh.
So.
And then the other one is Ori and the Blind Forest. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
I could not say I've heard of that one, no.
And the other one is Shooter. I wouldn't necessarily have done it, but I know that you guys like shooters, so I'm not a big shooter guy. Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? So shooters. We got 5 of them in here.
Call of Duty Black Ops
Call of
got to be
Duty.
on
You got that right?
Destiny.
Destiny's in there.
there. Star Wars Battlefront?
You got that.
I figured
Are
that.
you guys cheating?
No, I'm not fucking cheating.
Dude,
You're coming into my realm of the world
we've been
now.
talking about games for the last 3 months. I think
And
we know which ones are.
3
out
months.
The 2 that are left, one, I don't know if you're going to get it. The other one you should get it. It's like probably one of the most popular games ever. It's a franchise, anyway.
Halo.
You got it, Halo 5. The last one's going to be, there's always, it seems to be like there's always one oddball in.
It's kind of like that kid in school that you know, when they tell you don't want to pick them, but they say you have to pick them.
Right.
Is that one?
It's kind of like that, or getting, you get a trophy even if you just
Give
participate.
me the genre it might be in.
I have no idea. I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you much about it.
I don't know.
I got nothing, man.
Splatoon.
Never played that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know that's.
I would have
that's
thought like Battlefield or something like that.
Nah, there was no Battlefield this year.
There was.
Just Battlefront.
Oh, I thought there was Battlefield too.
Battle
it's
something.
It's made by DICE. I mean,
Right. Star Wars Battlefront is Battlefield with just different skins.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the
Lasers.
final one we'll talk about is Game of the Year. So what is up for Game of the Year?
Batman.
No. No.
Should
It was until it
should
failed
be.
on PC.
Fallout 4.
Yep.
I say Halo 5's got to be on that list just for the
Nope.
sake of it. Really?
Assassin's Creed.
Nope.
Destiny.
Nope.
I would take.
By the way, it was Destiny
Super
Taking
Mario?
King. It's not just Destiny. It's
What about
the Taking
what
King.
Is it
about
the
that
Super
Mario Maker?
game?
Yes, Super Mario Maker is on there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Nick?
That was why I said Super Mario Maker.
Okay. Yep. So we got Fallout 4, Super Mario Maker. You haven't named the one that's probably going to win it.
Witcher.
Yep, The Witcher 3. That's the one that's probably going to win it. That's what everyone's
Think
saying.
so?
I would think so. It's been one of the most highly touted games this whole year.
Yep. And then you've actually said these 2 games already.
Metal Gear.
Yep, Metal Gear Solid. And the last one is,
I've already said it.
I despise the game, but I guess it's good.
What game do you despise?
Yeah, I know. I don't know which one you just.
I don't know despise, but I played the first in the series and I couldn't stand it.
Call of Duty. I don't know.
No?
Mikey
I
likes
hate
it.
Who does?
Oh, the Bloodborne.
Yep, Bloodborne.
How's Bloodborne up for a game of the year?
I don't know.
It's the one that you pick at the end that you don't want to pick, but you're forced to pick them.
I would have had Batman on there.
You're getting a very dirty look from our PC.
Yeah, well,
Hey, so much for the PC Master Race, huh?
yeah.
So, with that being said, let me see your pen real quick, please.
Dude, nice cap.
All right. So the question is, out of these 4 categories I picked out, I want you guys to predict who you think's going to win.
Okay.
Not necessarily who. Yeah,
Well,
who you
I'm
think's
gonna
going to
say
win
for the shooter.
for the shooter.
I mean, I would love to see Battlefront win it, but it's gonna be Call of Duty.
Okay, Call of Duty. What do you think?
For the shooter,
Yeah, the shooter. Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo, Splatoon, or Star Wars Battlefront.
I'm gonna go. Let's go Halo.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go for Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay.
I hope it wins it because I mean I played
got a
the
lot of
beta
hype.
and it was awesome. I mean I've never played a beta that was so smooth.
And I'll be honest with you, and I know that it really doesn't belong in there, but Fallout 4 is a goddamn good shooter. Holy shit. It is
Yeah.
very responsive.
Yeah, but it's definitely more of the RPG.
I know.
elements
I'm just
than
saying, as
anything.
far as the mechanics, it has improved so
I
much.
mean, I don't. Oh, the mechanics are beautiful, and you can, thank you ID Software for that.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so action. We have ass in Creed, Batman, Metal Gear Solid, Ori and the Blind Forest, or Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I gotta stick at the Batman. I mean, on consoles, it was It was good.
What do you think there, Silk?
Going Batman.
Okay, we're going Batman with him, too. I'm going to go with Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Well,
Of course you will.
that's a horrible idea.
Well, the reason I'm doing it, I just feel like
It's a good thing we're not
the
betting
reason
on
it's
these.
there, it's almost like a token. I feel like this is just, it was a token spot. And
I
don't think it deserves it, but I just think that that's where they're going with that.
We should be like betting on these.
Okay, best RPG, Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Pillars of Eternity, Witcher 3, or Undertale.
Witcher.
I want to say Fallout, but I'm going with Witcher. I have not personally played it, although I do want it. But I feel it has more power to defeat Fallout.
Okay, I'm going to go with Fallout.
Really?
Yep, there's a reason behind it.
'Cause
Okay,
you've
so for Game
spent
of the
a quarter
Year.
of your
Because
life
he
in there?
knows stuffs.
No, I don't really. I'm just. Game of the Year: Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Metal Gear Solid, Super Mario Maker, or Witcher 3.
I'm going to say Fallout 4 is going to take it.
Okay.
I think Witcher 3 will win Best RPG, but I think there's too much behind Fallout 4 for it not to win at least Game of the Year.
Okay.
Or
I'm gonna do a vote in and put in Batman. No, I'm just kidding.
Because that would work.
Give me Witcher again.
Okay. And I'm going with Witcher 2. And that's why I said Fallout 4 when RPG, and it would flip-flop. Almost the same thing you're saying with Kevin, with the same. If one wins one, I don't think the other's going to win the RPG. But it's definitely between Fallout 4 and Fallout 4 and Witcher right now.
If one wins both, that's amazing.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if they both win.
I just think that, Witcher 3 was more into the RPG than Fallout 4 was, because Fallout 4 was more of like a shooter RPG action, kind of game. So I think it's spread out more, but which gives it a better chance to winning Game of the Year because it broadens out to so many different genres that it's got more votes.
Right.
Sorry.
All right, so that was trivia, and that's the questions I wanted to ask. And when the awards come in, the next episode, we will, after the awards come in, that following episode, I will tell you how badly you guys did and how great I did.
Yay!
You wish.
Yeah. But anyways, in regards to our Game of the Year or Game Awards we can do, I figured we're just kind of teasing it now. The next week maybe we can expand on it a little bit, have a couple categories, but... like me and Kaiba were talking, and we don't want it like Game of the Year, shooter, RPG, boring ass shit. We want to have something cool like the shitty fist or shitty thumb.
The shitty thumb
Award would be like Batman Arkham Knight because it sucked, dirty, donkey ass cheeks.
Dude, don't be hating, man. Just because it failed on PC,
No,
didn't
I'm
fail on
just kidding.
PlayStation.
I know, I'm just kidding. But, like, have something unique, and maybe we will go over that next episode in regards to what the categories will be.
Way to tease it.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Dirty balls category, the big boob. Hey, even Full Tilt was like, hey, you should have, like, a big boobs category. I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to do because when game makers make games, 9 times out of 10, hold on. 9 times out of 10,
there, buddy.
9 times out of 10, they make the female models, whatever, you know? And then there's always that one game creator that always, like, Dead or Alive, whatever. They make the, like, freaking watermelons bouncing on a water bed type of thing. So
You want to, You want to completely and utterly destroy digital boobs for you? Just put in Soul Calibur 5.
Oh, that one chick, man. She's, like, naked the whole... Anyways. So... Before I get going on that,
I think he completely lost where I was going with that one.
I know that. Anyways, I've logged in about 100 hours on Fallout 4 so far, and
Damn.
I absolutely love it. I think about it all the time. I want to play it all the time, but I don't during the week because I just know it'd be like 5 in the morning. I'll be, God damn, I got to get up in 2 hours and go to work. So I only wait to the weekends so I binge.
And then you play it all weekend.
Yeah, I play it all weekend. I fiddle with myself a little bit. And then I play the rest of the time. I wash my hands, though. Scrub them.
I am so
And I
glad
cut
that
my-
he doesn't touch my
nails.
equipment here in this room.
Hey, you got to keep the produce fresh, you know?
It's true. If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's the spirit. He's like, oh shit, I'm part of it now.
Join the club. All right. Anyways, let's get back into some gaming talk here. Or
That was gaming talk.
I don't know what you were doing.
No one rarely
I'm
does.
just mad that I couldn't pretend to be not looking at the answers the entire time. Are you cheating?
You son of a bitch.
I should have said no at the first time and then kept going. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of.
I could just read through your paper.
It's not cheating. It's resourcing.
Yeah,
Right.
and it was right in front of me as you were talking about.
It's only cheating if you get caught. And you got caught, so it was cheating.
Well, I admitted my guilt.
Yes. You're a bigger man than me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyways, it's derailed and down the side of the
Like every episode.
mountain.
Every time we get ready to do one of these episodes, I'm like, all right, here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. We're going to go do this, and then we're going to leave. And off the tracks we go every time. I don't know why.
ADHD. That's
That is what we do.
Yes. That's what makes us different, people. All right, anyways, I want to talk a little bit about Destiny. It's something I haven't talked about in a... What the hell are you... Okay.
Itching. Is that
Oh,
right?
no, I look out of the corner of my eye, and it looks like you're about to fart.
Yes, I'm farting.
I didn't see your
I mean,
hand
you
going up
can,
the
but
back.
open a window or something, or get the air rolling in here.
All right. Anyways, I want to talk a little bit about some additions they're making to Destiny. They actually recently made them, but they're constantly trying to keep their dwindling population from leaving the game space, which basically they have no
It's
hope.
already done.
Oh, it's gone. I think everybody in this room besides J-Sippo has officially left Destiny.
It's just kind of odd that it did. The longevity of it was pretty impressive considering.
Dude, it was a drop.
Right, but I'm just saying the longevity from
It was
the
right
day,
after Taken King came out, because Taken King wasn't much... Well, when did Taken King come out exactly?
I think it was back in... I want to say it was in late September or early October.
Right.
Because I know once mid-October happened, that's when I really did start to kind of fall away from playing Destiny as much as I did.
Taken King was... The add-on was released September 15th, right?
Okay.
I got the game October 21st, and within a week, everyone was gone.
But if you look at when the original Destiny, first thing it launched, that was a year and a half ago, maybe.
Yeah. No, just a little over a year actually.
The longevity it had in regards to popularity and playing was pretty impressive considering today's standards.
But if you look back though at it, when it came out, you weren't fighting the AAA titles you are now because and I think I brought this up a long time ago, is that if Destiny wants to stay relevant, they have to start making, content regularly for this, because last year when it came out, there wasn't many Christmas games, I believe.
if there was,
But there
was
weren't
no
like,
Fallout 4s
there was no
or
Fallout
Witcher 3s
4,
or
there was no
stuff,
Witcher, there was no Battlefront, there was no Black Ops 3, there was nothing.
What was Game of the Year last year?
I don't remember.
We talked about it last year, just like...
I don't remember. Dude,
Well, come on, cheater, look it up.
No, because I should actually remember, because I was like, why? How was that Game of the Year? It was so dumb. And
Oh yeah. I know. It wasn't.
Now I can't remember what the important Game of the Year was.
Anyways, while he's looking that up, I'm just gonna talk about a little bit here from the actual director of Destiny. I mean, if nobody knows what a director of a video
Dragon
game
Age
is.
Inquisition.
Right.
I almost bought that. It was a toss up between when I bought ESO.
Right.
So ESO or Dragon Age Inquisition.
If you had Xbox One U and had EA access, you'd get that for free. Just saying. Go on.
Jerk. Anyways, so from the director and just wow.
Nick was impressed with that.
Whoop-de-doo.
All right, so in order for Destiny to try to attempt to hold on to their ever-dwindling player base, they decided to add in challenge modes to the existing King's Fall raid. And what this was is basically every time you met like a boss. And in Destiny, any boss was a big-ass motherfucker with a yellow health bar and a crazy name.
Yeah.
What? So what they decided to do is they took a little bit of what they did for the Nightfall raids and the heroic strikes, where there was modifiers, but these are unique modifiers strictly to this challenge. And anytime you went in there, it was randomized all the time, supposedly. And, basically it was supposed to keep people wanting to come back to get crazy cool loot, bragging rights, blah, 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 blah. Well, unfortunately, the hardcore Destiny players, basically the ones that are left, figured out the pattern to this, and they basically just started predicting it. And they would only go in there when they knew the modifiers were to their advantage. And that's basically all they did. The other thing is that with Destiny raids, they have a normal and a hard mode. Hard mode is supposed to be, in essence, harder. Well, unfortunately, they also figured out that, all these people, and I think we brought this up once, is that your game is bad at hard mode when a kid can beat the entire raid using the fucking drums from Rock Band.
That's awesome.
Well, right, and somebody just beat Oryx solo.
Yeah.
Solo to Oryx, which is not supposed to be.
They said that was impossible.
Yeah.
Which we don't know how it could have been. He could have got all the way. He could have had an entire team with him, got all the way to the end, and then they all booted.
Well, there's a video of it.
Oh, there's a video of him doing the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird because at the one spot, there's actually 2 pillars. So how the hell do you do that?
Whatever.
I'll have to find it. So that's that. And then another thing they also did is they tried to put in a harder mode. And basically with this harder mode...
The Viagra mode, yes.
The Viagra mode, yeah. It was supposed to challenge them even harder. But that flopped too. So basically what ended up happening is that, if you are a seasoned player... And, you're looking for something to challenge and master, maybe do it on the fucking Guitar Hero guitar. This is going to be, you're going to probably go in once a week to do this. But if you're like me and turn into like the casual player, the kind of guy that goes on, plays with your buddies, just goes and does random shit in the worlds, you don't give a shit. I didn't care, and I'm sure those people aren't going to care either. And the other thing I want to bring up that's going to, boil anybody's blood is an article that actually just came out about a month ago. I didn't read it until about last week. And I want to bring it up this week, because obviously we didn't have a show last week, that Bungie claims that it doesn't care about playtime. It doesn't care about the player's playtime. Which, if you're an MMO, and I can definitely say this for Final Fantasy Online, whatever it is, Final Fantasy 15, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's one of the numbers.
15.358, I think.
Go with that one. That they're actually, and this is what I really love about it, they are releasing content monthly. And we're not talking like, oh, here's a mission or two. We're talking like weapons and armor and clothing and everything. There's new raids in there. There's new dungeons. I mean, they have like a dedicated team to this. That's their life. And, I guess Bungie just never saw that, and they said...
Hey, Bungie made their cheddar. They don't really at that point.
They made millions.
A billion, actually.
The game completely... Oh, yeah, I forgot it crossed over $1 billion earlier this year.
Yep.
But, it was a $500 million game to make.
Right.
It was supposed to have a 10-year life. Well, I think this life might have some cancer in it now.
What? Some brain cancer?
Apparently.
Ball cancer, I hope.
Well, because the thing is that they
All right,
wanted to stretch
don't
this
hope.
game over 10 years. And they're already talking about Destiny 2.
Right. Well,
Which-
that was their plan. Destiny
Well,
2,
it's
and
their plan,
Destiny 3.
but it wasn't supposed to be for like another year or two that they're going to start considering Destiny 2. There's supposed to be more add-ons to this. There's still 2 add-ons they haven't released yet. One's for the Cabal and one's for the Vex. They still haven't touched those ones yet, so nobody knows what's happening with those. And the other thing is that, and I'm a player of this, and I'm sure Silky Smooth, you might have dabbled in this, the Iron Banner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, and this has been brought up to my attention by my friends who play in the Iron Banner. That's all they wait for, is that actually the last 3 banners have been getting worse. And I'm not talking about like, oh, they're getting harder. No, they're actually getting to the point where there are connection issues. You're lagging in the game. They're not banning the modded players. So the guys that like, they vanish on your screen and then they show up behind you. Not those guys. They haven't banned them yet. So.
What I don't understand is how can I kill somebody when I'm dead? It says, it'll be like, oh, you've killed them post-mortem. I'm like, how?
Well, how long after you died did
The
this say?
smell.
It was like,
Because you do shit yourself when you die, so maybe you killed him by the smell. You're like, "Pwop."
It's as
my face.
I'm still dying, then it says post-mortem.
Well, that could happen because if you like throw a grenade, you shoot.
No, like
whatever.
if I hit them, I'm hitting them, and then it says post-mortem. How did they hit them and then they died? It wasn't scorch. It wasn't. It was just a normal hit. No. Excuse me, bleed effect. How are they dying? That kind of stuff blows my mind. Or I've shot people. I've gotten shot behind a wall, and I'm like,
that's happened to me many of times.
Yeah, I'm like, I backed down on the wall, and I'm still dead. I'm like, that's fucking horseshit.
Yeah. So basically,
It's horseshit.
and the worst part about it is that the Iron Banner is supposed to be the flagship contest of champions.
Yeah,
You know, it's supposed to be the best of the best go to be the best.
it's not that hard.
No, it's really not. And if you're just maxed out, you know, you're fine. But you know it.
Which I'm not, and I'm still fine.
I wasn't either. This guy's now at like 320 total overall, which is insane. But you know, it's. I mean, I don't even consider it to be called the Iron Banner anymore. It's more of the Iron Broken. And I don't think it should come back.
The iron napkin.
The Iron Nap, maybe. I don't think
The
it should come back
sanitary
until they
napkin.
actually figure out how to fix the crap. Because, you know, you got people going in there that want to get the really cool stuff that only is offered in this banner, and they're getting smoked by these mod players. They're getting smoked by people with lagging issue. You know, it's when is enough enough?
They got their cheddar. I like
I
saying
know.
that.
But you
I'm
know what?
hip.
You know what, kids? Battlefront came out. Star Wars Battlefront. Go buy it. It was a great game. Everybody that I've talked to about this, they love it.
Me too.
I mean,
That's a great game.
you know, and the Battle of Jakku DLC just came out, and they're also talking about new weapons and new mods and new stuff coming out in the next like month or so. So sometime after like Christmas and the New Year, they're gonna have another DLC pack coming out. So buy it. And also, if you haven't bought it, buy Fallout 4. You know, you heard Jay Zippo. He's over 100 hours in the damn thing.
Fallout 4.
I think Fallout 4 is I wouldn't necessarily rush out to get Star Wars, but Fallout 4 as a
I
game.
would. I think I would too. If I didn't have Fallout 4, I'd go buy it. I'm even saying if you're looking for something just because you like explosions and gunfight, go buy Just Cause 3. It's averaging like an 8.2 right now out of 10, all over the place. And except for the the minor issues that the game's having with frame rate drops and load times, nobody said anything bad about this game.
Right, it's not Batman Arkham Knight, so you'll be okay.
You again with the Batman? You're just mad because it hit the PC hard.
Yes, it did.
I mean, it's like it's like you release the game on PS4, fine. Xbox One, fine. PS3. Oh, wait, no, it didn't come out for the past consoles. That's correct. So it comes, and then it comes with the PC, and then all of a sudden it gets hit with the stupid stick.
Which I find really...
How?
I don't really get it.
It's data.
They said that if you have 12 gigs of RAM in your machine, you should be able to run Batman Arkham Knight okay. And I'm like, I have 16, but I paid dearly for it because I wanted it, because I was, you run Adobe Photoshop, you run all this other stuff, you need that kind of RAM to do it. Who really has that? The average gamer has 8 in it. And that's a lot, actually, for a thing. And when
Especially
you break it down
nowadays.
into the PS4 and the Xbox One, they're at what, between 4 and 5 gigs, the way they have it. So, at what point?
You okay over there, man?
Yes, instead of coughing into the mic, that's what I do. I do a Nixon, is it? I'm not a crook.
That's a fail, man.
Nick
That
is
was
looking
a fail.
like, how can I delete that? But I just don't. How can it be that bad? It has to have double the RAM on a PC. I just don't get it, and no one gets it.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, I'm not trying to tote it on this. I'm not trying to tote the systems or tote it on the system. But on PS4, I did not have the issues that the PC suffers.
Yeah, it was good.
I wasn't coming close to it,
Right.
and I just don't fathom. It's like you're at the point of technology where everything is almost identical. Xbox One and PS4 run on the almost identical system.
x86, yeah.
The x86. So it's like, how hard is it to take it from the console, or what? and put on PC, or vice versa.
PC is x86, so that's it's like I don't get
How?
it. I don't get it.
But aren't all developers making games for PC first and then porting it down?
No, not anymore. They
So-
used to.
They used to. Okay.
Fallout, Bethesda does that because they made their cheddar. They made their cheddar on PC.
Hey, they made their cheddar because they
On
made
PC
a quality game.
Yeah, very quality game.
So.
So instead of continuing to complain about it,
Yeah.
Mr. Nick,
Okay. Yeah.
He's
some
Batman.
game news.
We kind of stabbed
There are a couple of Game Awards well, at least awards that have given out Witcher 3 the Game of the Year.
Okay.
BT dubs. So Steam. All right. So I just want to.
because boobs.
I just want to say something for someone who's more of the casual gamer now. I'm, like I said, slightly stepping into gaming in this past year. I feel like if you're gonna wait to buy a game, or if you're gonna buy a game, wait till Black Friday or around the holidays, because in the last 2 years, the systems and Steam now with Steam, they've been just making it so much easier for the casual gamer, or the person that's been waiting for the games, to buy now. And for example, I purchased Witcher 3 over the last weekend, and I got it for $22.50 on PS4, and I think that that's a fucking steal.
It is,
Beyond.
and that came with all the DLC.
Did
Yep.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh man, now I feel really bad. I should have bought
So
this game up.
I could have got the expansion pass with it for double, which originally, so I got it for 20. It was $25, but there was a 10% off additional Black Friday deal with PlayStation 4. But you could have gotten the Wild Hunt plus the expansion pass for $50 total, which was originally $75. So I mean,
Because they got 2 more big DLCs coming out, and they said they planned about 20 more free ones. So
yeah.
Really?
yeah, they're gearing up for another 6 or something early next year, and then they're going to come out with another DLC.
Nice.
Word. So, anyways, tons of things to do on that game. Hours and hours to play. I'm only a couple hours in, and
Have you seen boobs yet?
I've seen tons of boobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but specifically, I didn't buy, but my buddy bought me. Actually, I did buy it. I bought Destiny Taken King Legendary Edition last month for $60, and it's now already it's still going actually, and this price is going now for $39.59, which is it's $20, but it's $20. Like you could,
It's $20. Is it $20?
That's a lap dance right there.
but it's $20. But at the same time, I could have got the Destiny and Witcher for the price I paid for Destiny a month ago. Essentially.
Word.
Got raped.
Yeah, I got owned. They're selling PS4s and Xbox Ones now for the cheap as well.
Some
But
good bundles for like $300 too.
yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest, wasn't that one of the games that was on the list?
Yeah.
Xbox One selling that for $10. So I don't know what that means.
Game of the year.
Elder Scrolls Online is down to around $30 per system.
F you.
I bought mine for.
I bought
Well,
it for 70.
I bought it for $20, $22. So I'm still ahead.
Yep.
I paid him 70. And
Yeah, but you bought it when it was like new.
Yeah, like a year and a half ago.
yeah, I know.
Steam's got their own deals as well. Call
Steam is a
Call of
bitch.
Duty Black Ops you can get for $49. Metal Gear Solid 5 for $44. Not much of these deals. I mean, Witcher 3 is still more expensive. For some reason, it's $29 here. But like I said, you can still go out and get it. And I feel like this is something that I need to remember in my brain.
Well, if you're PC, I'm talking to the PC people here. Steam has a sale over the summer that just blows away any kind of Black Friday deals if you have a PC. I know that I'm not a crook.
Dude, you gotta make it.
No, you know how it is.
Jesus, only a few minutes left. Come on,
I know.
man.
But there was games that came out about 2 months ago that were selling for like $22. It was like their Steam sale during the summer is legendary, and people hate it because they end up buying like 10 games for like $50, and they feel pressure that they have to play those games. Because I bought Blood Rain 1 and Blood Rain 2. They were 99 cents a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still think you lost on that
Yeah,
one.
what it is their Game Awards sale, so they're offering Metal Gear cheap, NBA cheap, Tales from the Borderlands cheap for Steam, Witcher's. I don't know why, but Xbox has literally next to no games
It's because they screwed the pooch when it came to exclusives.
Well, that and Xbox sucks, but
That is true.
they
PS4 actually
literally
has twice
have
as
like
many
one,
exclusives.
9. Yeah, they only have like 10, 12, 14 games total that Xbox is giving away, where PlayStation is giving away like PS4 and PS3 games for next to nothing. So obviously that's why PlayStation's better. And I mean, Steam's giving away a lot more too. So for cheaper.
Well, it's compared to the Steam library versus the PS4 library, it's like triple. So they got more to.
Right. Well,
Triple is probably 10 times because they have all those weird indie games
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
consoles will never see.
Well, some consoles have the
True.
games that.
But I'm saying for the most part, consoles
like
won't see half
Needhog,
those.
yeah, we'll never see the consoles.
what's that?
Needhog or whatever it was.
Nidhogg is on the
Nidhogg.
console.
Is
Yeah,
it on
it's
console?
PS4.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then. I
But
retract
that's
my
the only way I've
statement.
been playing it.
I don't know if you
So-
bought it on PC, man.
Yeah.
I don't know these things.
Does it say what was the best-selling game for Black Friday? Or
I didn't see anything on that, but
I'm gonna
what
probably
do you think?
say
What do
Call
you
of
think the
Duty.
best game? Nick? What do you think the best-selling game was for Black Friday?
probably Fallout.
Yeah, you think
Fallout
so?
or Call of Duty? I think it'd be one-on-one with those two.
I think it's
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Oh, I actually kind of feel bad.
They had
It's
over
probably a
300
great game.
300,000 in just the UK, but yeah, it doesn't say specifically what game that I can see.
And I do feel sorry for Rise of the Tomb Raider because it's a really good game. I've watched enough gameplay to know that.
No. Watching her shake her titties and her ass is not constituted as a good game.
Well, she
According
doesn't
to
have titties anymore.
CharlieIntel.com, Black Ops 3 was the top selling game during Black Friday.
Okay,
it
that
just
would
makes
make
sense because you got all the little morons that work in retail that make next to no money with no life. They're gonna go buy a cheap game to occupy their time, for the no life.
Word.
Word up.
And there was a sale for Black Ops 3, so you got that going for you too. Okay, that's it for
Is
me.
that it for the news?
I'm
That's it.
done.
I'm
done
all out of news. What about you, Zeppo?
I got an empty vat of fucks, so I
Wow.
give no fucks.
Damn. When did you reach into my bag of insults?
No fucks.
All right. All right, like I said, everybody, if you got Just Cause 3, be patient with them. Avalanche is not known for crappy work, so, they're definitely taking this personal, and they're going to be, doing it as fast as they can. If you're a Destiny player and you're still holding on to hope, guys, give up. The game is on life support. There are way better games to go out there and occupy your time with. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Witcher 3 if you haven't played it yet, Fallout 4 if you haven't bought it yet. Battlefront is out, and there's more coming. I mean, gaming is now in full swing for the rest of the year, so there's going to be more titles to play out there. Other than that, guys, I got nothing left.
I only have one last thing.
What?
They have a big booby mod in Fallout 4. I'm just saying, it's out there.
But that's it, guys. I am Kaiba. Jason Poe over in the creepy corner, the Silky Smooth.
Yeah, deuces.
Dropping.
Catch you all on the flip side.